Welcome to my final presentation in the Technology Enhanced Learning module. First, let's review. The goal of the module was to develop our own learning application in a suitable learning environment. To do this, we were to create a blog, regularly post and document what we were learning, how we were learning, and how we were evolving in the process. So the blog was about documenting our own learning success, presenting learning applications, our own experiences about learning and studying, and the process of developing our own learning application. Over the last 2 years, which I already study at the Technical University Ilmenau, I noticed that the topic of a stay abroad is of highest importance. Students are often told that a stay abroad brings immense advantages and that such a stay can develop one personally as well as professionally. Stays abroad in the form of an internship abroad, a double degree, or a semester abroad are highly praised and recommended at the TU Ilmenau. Since I'm personally convinced through my own experience of traveling and being alone in the world that experiences abroad bring you immeasurably further, it is of course difficult for me to understand that the offer is not quite taken up as it should be. That's why I came up with the idea that the goal of my learning application should be to motivate the students of the TU Ilmenau on their way to a stay abroad, to inform them about it, and finally to convince them of it even if they might never have thought that they will take the step abroad one day. In addition, the communication between the international office and the students as well as the students among themselves should be facilitated by the application. As with so many things, the actual idea only emerged from quite a few previous ones. At first, I had the idea based on my experience with Mozilla Hubs and Work Adventure to relate my learning application to information about countries of the world in general. In the course of time, however, I lacked the reference to the Technical University of Ilmenau, so that I then came across the offer of foreign activities. At the same time, I began to inquire about my stay abroad so that I first learned how the whole thing works at the university and what processes you have to go through. Very quickly, I realized that there are too many obstacles in the way, and the less you wanted to go abroad, the more you are hindered. Since I had so much trouble finding my way through all the information and possibilities at the beginning, I decided to create an application for our module that theoretically facilitates the student's way to the perfect stay abroad. This is done in the first version mainly through Work Adventure, while a world is created that really looks like the world. Now the partner universities of the Technical University Ilmenau are documented and information is collected on this world map at the respective standpoints. In order to set priorities, as first, the countries are worked on which could convince most students of a stay abroad. According to student programs, is not ordered in this case to expand the horizons of students. The advantages of the world concept. Data only needs to be prepared once into small movies and is then available to anyone who dives into the virtual world. Short, concise information is easier to remember. The same structure in the preparation results is better comparability. You can find your favorites faster. Music and pictures, as well as videos of the country, convinces the students much faster than facts. In Work Adventure, there is a real exchange at the info points between the experts from the international office, as well as already experienced foreigners and students who, like me, are also interested in the country. You get more input, and by arranging the world like a world map, you also get a broader understanding of how many possibilities there are. Of course, there are still many ways to expand this idea and maybe someday put it into practice. The first step is done herewith, and I'm curious what you have to say and add to the idea. Thank you for your attention. If you have any further comments, feel free to drop me an mail or comment on my blog. Stay healthy and motivated.